Hello, welcome to another video of mine. I really appreciate you coming back to my channel to watch my videos. So thank you so much. Today I'll be working in my ledger journal with Maremi's images, and last time I already cut some out of the Flower Fairies book. So today I'm gonna take the girl with the flowers on her head and make a page out of it. Here I'm just checking which one I want to take. But I really love this one, so I'm taking this one, putting the other one back for another day. So first I'm marking in my ledger book where the image is gonna go. So I'm taking my white gesso and marking the sides and under. The book is a little bit big, so you can't see the under part, but it's just a small part, so no need to worry you are missing anything there. It's maybe just like 2 or 3 centimeters that doesn't go in. So I'm just putting a thin layer of the gesso also under the page, because I don't want the writing to come through my image when I'm gluing her down. So I'm just gessoing with the white gesso where I want my image. And as you can see, the writing is still coming through there, but it's not as obvious anymore. It's pushed down to the background, and that's the way I want it, just a thin layer. And from there on, I'm just ripping around the fairy, because I don't want to fuzzy cut all the small flowers and things. If I fuzzy cut and all those small flowers that are sticking out there, I will just cut them away. But I like it, so that's why I'm just going around it and just tearing the paper off. By tearing the paper off, you are breaking the paper, making the edge also thinner, and by putting the white gesso in the background, and then when you glue the image down with the gesso later, with the clear gesso, and then go over it again on the edges with some white gesso, then the edges you will not see it. Or if you use like paint, another color, or inks or something like that, then you will also not see it. So now that my elf has been torn, the sides, I'm putting a layer of clear gesso, and I'm putting the fairy on top of it, and then also putting a layer of clear gesso over it. That way I'm sealing in the elf. As you can see on the eye, I didn't put enough of the clear gesso, so the color, because I rubbed there a little bit with my with my finger, that's why it fainted a little bit, but later I would draw it back in again. It's not going to be a problem. So now I'm taking all of my colors that I want to use, and I'm first using like a velvet color. And you can see the color is a little bit more bright than the back, but by adding a little bit of water, because they are oxides and they work with water, so adding a little bit of the water on the brush and on the paper helps it make it a little bit lighter of color, as you can see here. All the colors that I'm using, I will write them down in the description box for you. So I'm just going around my image. Where I want a little bit lighter, I will just put some water, and that makes the color lighter again. And I'm not only putting it on the white, I'm also putting some of the color on the paper from the ledger journal. So I'm just spreading it out, and it's a little bit more difficult to see it on the camera, of course, because the color is very light, and the paper from the ledger journal is like a brown vintage color. So I'm drying off everything. So that it doesn't spread around anymore. Otherwise, if I go over it with another color, because this oxide is gonna work again, and then you get a different color. But when it's dried and you work on top, it's still gonna move the color that is on the paper, but not as much as when it's still wet. Just feeling if everything is dried. And after it's dried, I'm gonna put a little coat of clear gesso again, because I want to enhance the colors a little bit from the fairy, and I don't want more spots where I didn't touch well with my clear gesso, so that's why I'm doing that. And once everything is dried again, I'm taking my Pentel touch brush pens, and I'm just taking out some colors that's already in the page. And because I put a layer of clear gesso, I can just with my Pentel brush, because it's a water-based brush pen. I can just rub it a little bit with my finger to move it, or even spread it out more with my water brush. But as you can see here, it's working very nice on the page and enhancing the colors that is there already. So I'm doing the same thing with the brown, and putting some color and then spread it out. Make it a little bit lighter, but as you can see, the flowers where I worked with my colors, they're already popping up again. And all I'm doing is using the same color on top. So for the dress, it's a half dress, and I'm just extending it, but also putting the color in back. And this is green, and then I'm taking like grayish blue, and I'm just doing the same thing like I did with the flowers, just enhance the colors. There's also a little orange in, so I also want to bring that up again and put it a little bit on some more space inside the dress places. You can see I'm laying the color down and then I'm just rubbing over it with my finger. So basically, like you were seeing, I'm just taking the same color and going over it again and then wipe it out a little bit rub it with my finger. Because once it's dried, it doesn't move anymore. But when it's still wet and you rub it with your finger, you are just spreading the color and make it look more natural, as you can see here. So I'm speeding it up a little bit so that you can just watch what I'm all doing. As you can see, I'm doing the skin, the eyes, and I'm working a little bit on the eye now, the one that was fainted away. And as you can see, it's just coming back again. And it's just restored. It doesn't look fainted anymore. So here you see me extending the dress like I was saying it before, bringing it down a little bit more. Still enhancing those colors, and with the water brush I'm spreading it out a little bit, but as you can see, it's still giving me a whole lot of color, and I'm only using a little bit. So now I want around the fairy, I want some more color. I want to brighten up the page. I want to make a very bright page out of it. So I'm taking 2 stencils. This one looks a little bit like a flower. And so I'm taking the color that I've used before already. And I'm putting it in different spaces than the blue. And I'm just using the same stencil, but every time on different space, I'm putting a little bit of that color. And then also the orange, because it's also inside. So I have the pink, the blue, and the orange. And now I'm also going in with that dotted stencil, and I'm just going over it with the 3 colors again, but like on the pink I'm using the blue, on the blue I'm using the orange, on the orange I put some pink, so you can see it's becoming a very colorful page. Then I'm taking out the same book, I'm taking out some of the text that I want to use, and I'm just ripping it with my ruler, because that gives me a little bit of a different edge instead of if you cut it, it's just straight, and now it's not straight anymore. So I'm just tearing off the paper by my ruler. Now I'm just looking, okay, where do I want the text? And I've decided I put 2 up and 2 down. First of all, with the orangey color, I'm distressing the sides, and I'm doing it straight with the pad, with the ink pad, so that the color is going to be bright. And I know it's a little bit out of the camera's eye, but at the end I will show you the under also. So the same thing for up, distressing the sides, straight with the pad, so that the colors are still vibrant. Then I'm going to glue them. So I'm checking which phrases I want to gather, because there were 4 different ones. So I'm just adding them, all 4 of them. I'm adding 2 up and 2 down on the right side, and the 2 up on the left side. First of all, I'm taking my tape, double-sided tape, and the reason that I'm putting the double-sided tape first is so that I still can put it, that it stays immediately, but I'm still gonna put some just glue also, so that I can still move it around to the place where I want it. And once the text, I've glued it down, then I finished my page. And I'm really happy with the result. I love the page. It's colorful, bright, and I just love it. So once again, thank you for being here with me. I do hope you like, subscribe, and share my videos. And I will see you the next time. Thank you. Bye.